Hello, how are you doing? My name is Steve Edwards and welcome to November 2024 video blog. So in this video blog, we're going to talk to the EEP community on what you should consider doing as we approach the end of the year, as we go from 2024 into 2025. Many clinics on the inside and the outside of the EEP community, they take advantage of this time to start talking to their patients and their parents, if you're a pediatric office, about, hey, are you changing insurances next year? You just start having that conversation through your providers, through your admin. That should be something that maybe if you are in a clinic and you have a window, that could be a question that you have that person ask. Hey, do you know if your group insurance is going to be changing this year? Again, to start the conversation. But let's get a little bit deeper about the information, the data we have on your patients and your patients' parents if you're a pediatric office, or your patients if you're a Medicare office or an adult office. Is the information inside of the EMR correct? If you are a therapy clinic that goes throughout the community and services in people's homes, more than likely your data is going to be correct. If they come to you, you might not be on their short list of people to tell when they move from this apartment to this apartment or from this house to this house. They might not tell you. So take this opportunity as we go into the fourth quarter to use the efficiencies built into Theraplan through our face sheets that you can kind of give that to your patients or their parents and have them fill out. If you go into Theraplan and go under reports, if you're admin or the owner, you can do this. Go under provider reports, and it's the first one. It's patient face sheets. If you click on that, you will run a face sheet for all of your active patients. And if you're a big clinic, you'll have a good stack. If you're a small clinic, it'll be a little bit smaller. But you can give that to your patients. Please remember that these face sheets have PHI on them. So you're going to want to make sure that they are safeguarded. And make sure that you impose that onto your providers or administration that, hey, we got to keep control of these. But if you give these to the patient and or parent, they can fill that out and it's going to tell them what is in your system by the name, the date of birth, their address, their insurance, the policy number, the group number, and then it gives them a spot on the bottom to fill out what it might have changed to. So that is definitely something that you'll want to consider as we go into December, trying to get that done. And then you can take that and you can update Theraplan and change whatever is changing. Consider changing your private pay rates. I talk to a lot of clinics that are coming into the EEP community and even some that are in the EEP community that are really have some super low private pay rates, $70 for an hour, kind of went off the Medicaid rate. Well, Medicaid has now gone up. So take a look at that. And, your expenses have gone up this calendar year of 2024 with inflation and all that kind of stuff. And you need to offset those expenses. And you can do that. One way of doing that is taking a look at your private pay. And I know that's sensitive for a lot of people, but if you're charging $70 for an hour and somebody else is charging $140, I'm not saying that you need to go to $140, even though $140 seems to be the commonplace for in many areas for self-pay. Maybe you go to $90 for a year, and then you go up in stages. And again, I'm not telling you to go up, I'm telling you to consider that. Another thing that I think that would be great for you to do is anybody that you are in network, take a look at it. Let's just bring up ASH. And that you are in network through Cigna. Cigna speech goes to Cigna, and when you're in network with Cigna, the OT and PT go to ASH. Well, they have lowered their max per day to $34. So if you treat somebody for a half an hour of OT and a half an hour of PT on the same day, you're going to get a check for $34. And if they have a $20 copay, you're actually going to get a check for $14. obviously you can't pay your therapist with that. So you can't treat on the same day. But if your rate is $34, what I would suggest you do is take a look, go into TheraPlan, and click that top header of insurance on your patient information table, and go down and look at how many Cigna patients you have. And if you are in network and you're a pretty big clinic and you have 5 or 6 Cigna recipients, that is super low when you're in network. When you are in network with a commercial carrier, you are in network with them, so a member can go to the web portal for Cigna and find you and come to your clinic. So you usually, being in and out of network, and I know that I've talked to many clinic owners about this, when you are in network, you have a contract and you have a contracted rate. And what you're expecting is more of those patients that have that payer to come to you. If that's not happening in your clinic and the reimbursement is low, like $34 per day for ASH, what benefit is being in network for PT and OT through ASH bring to your clinic? So you really can take a look at that and say, you know what, this is not driving my clinic forward. I'm going to get out of network with ASH. And what that does is you are in network with speech and out of network with PT and OT if you choose to stay in with speech. Speech is pretty a decent pay. You get about $70 or so and you do a half an hour of therapy, and that's a pretty good rate. But when you are at a network and not with ASH, you bill OT and PT to Cigna. And the reimbursement is a lot more and you can treat on the same day. So just something to think about. If you want to contact me and let's talk about it, we can go through that little exercise together. And see if being in network is the right thing for your clinic, or just access the out-of-network benefits on that most plans do have. So I'd like to give you a little update on OpenPM. It is super, super exciting here at EEP, moving everybody into OpenPM. We're about 65% done. On 12/1, we're bringing 7 more clinics. On 1/1, we're bringing, I believe, 6 to 8 more clinics, where we are going to be wrapping up by the end of the first quarter. And what does that mean to you? If you are getting converted on 12/1 or 1/1, you should be getting contacted by Kelly, our clinic success manager, and going through a training and just have discussion on what you can accomplish by going into OpenPM. My goal of going into OpenPM, a new RCM for the EEP community, is to give you easier access to your numbers. You know, Metasoft, great legacy application, but we found that a lot of people weren't going in there and finding out, and it was a little bit harder to distinguish what was what. You know, OpenPM is very modern, and we are finding the people that are going into Open, the clinics that are going into Open, they are going in to that database more and having more visibility, running reports that we can actually virtually deliver to your desktop in relation being in OpenPM, which is super, super cool. Every Monday when you come in, there's reports waiting for that previous week there. So there's a lot of things that you can do in OpenPM. So if you are in there, please use it. And you should have already gone through training. If you need additional training, Kelly is more than apt to get back on the phone with you and make sure that we're driving that forward and getting deeper into that training. If you find out that you're going 12/1 or you're going 1/1, be excited. And that is something that is very good for your clinic. With OpenPM, we do have a credit card merchant called Wind River. And I love Wind River. They are a privately held company. It's a family business. A lot of the family, even though they do billions of dollars a year, most of the family works there. So kind of like EEP. You know, we have a lot of family members working here at EEP, and it's different than, you know, Bank of America, where you call and you really can't talk to anybody. or it takes you a half an hour or an hour to get a hold of somebody. Wind River, when you call them, they actually answer the phone, and they have a clinic success manager like we do, where somebody is responsible to make sure that you're taken care of. And 100% of the time that I have sent them a EEP client that was considering using their services, they have always beat the fees that clinic was paying. And if you are inside of Open and you're running credit cards, you will be able to discontinue putting those payments inside of Theraplan. So it makes you actually more efficient because it cuts out one block of tasks that you have to do inside of your clinic. Lastly, I just wanted to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. I am so thankful for the EEP community and the relationships that I personally have valued through the 30 years that I've been doing this. Y'all are a great community with great clinic owners, and I just feel so blessed and thankful to be a part of your clinic. So have a great day. I hope that your fourth quarter, your December, is just a great month. And if you need anything, you can always count on EEP. Contact us and we will help you. Have a great day.